Hello, I'm Tim Blake, one of the co-founders of CROSSIP, and I'm going to make one of the drinks for Defy Jan, one of the low ABV drinks. And for starters, I'm going to apologise to every Italian person I know. I'm about to butcher your language, but that's because this drink has an Italian name, and it's the Italian word for mistake. So I'm going to try this. Apologies, Maria, right now. It's Sabbiato. So a Sabbiato is a mistake of a Negroni. So Negroni is traditionally Campari and Vermouth and gin. As the story goes with the Sabbiato is that they didn't put gin in there by accident, they put some Prosecco in there. Hence was the Sabbiato. So essentially it is either an Americano with a top of Prosecco, or it's a Negroni where you don't have the gin, we got some Prosecco in instead. So, really easy. I'm a big fan of making really simple drinks because we're at home and I don't want to mess about with shakers and anything else. So we've just got 3 ingredients. We've got some ice, we've got a bit of orange. So the 3 ingredients would be your bitter, so your Campari. Today we're going to use CROSSIP Pure. Would be your Vermouth. So today we're going to use Cocchi, which is our alcoholic ingredient. So Cocchi is an Italian Vermouth, and Vermouth is an aromatized wine. So it's wine, it's got some herbs and spices, and it's fortified with some more alcohol. This uses Muscatel wine, which so it's a bit sweeter, but Vermouth's really great. You can do loads of stuff with Vermouth when they use different wines and different herbs and spices, and they have different notes. And different Vermouths are good for different drinks. And they're in themselves a really phenomenal low ABV product. Just top it up with some soda or a tonic or with some wine, and it's really lovely. And then instead of using Prosecco, which is obviously an alcoholic ingredient, we're going to use some Copenhagen Sparkling Tea. So this is a sparkling tea. So it's using tea, they've fermented it and then created those bubbles in there. And this has notes of jasmine and everything else. It's completely 0%. There are some alcoholic versions of this that do that maybe 5 or 6%, but this one's completely 0.0. So all in all, when we make this drink, it will be about ABV, be about 4%, which for some people wouldn't be a low ABV, but it's only going to be 0.5 units. So to give you an idea on that, if you were going to have one of these, so 1 pint of 4% lager or 1 glass of wine would be 4 of these drinks. So, you know, you could stretch your evening at home a lot more by drinking less and everything else. So, really simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our pure. Now, I've got no measures. I've got no bar equipment. I'm in my house. This is Oscar, my cat, who just wants to star in everything. So, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little measure in here. I'm going to do this by eye, but the ingredients will be on the side somewhere around here. They'll be put on. So we're going to go with 20 ml of pure. So we'll do about that. And then we're going to go with about 20 ml of our Cocchi. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get some ice in my pineapple ice bag. Every home should have one. I've got some little tongs here. So we're going to get some ice into here. And what we're going to do is we're going to give that a stir. So again, no bar spoon, using a dessert spoon. You know, so just stir those ingredients together. Now what we're aiming to do here is a bit of dilution. So we're going to use a bit of the water to bring together the pure and the Cocchi, the Vermouth. And so these things are going to meld together. They've got really sort of representative flavours together. So you've got a bit of wormwood in there from the pure, we've got some hibiscus, you've got the cubeb berries, the black pepper, and that's going to mould together really lovely with the botanicals that are already in the Vermouth. So what we're going to do then is we're going to put, now we'll put double the amount of this. We're going to put 60 ml in there of our sparkling wine, and we're going to give that another little stir together. So let's stir all that together. Okay, it's not great, I'm spilling it everywhere, but that's what happens when you haven't got a proper bar spoon. You're going to put a little bit more ice. You should always put lots of ice in your drink. Reason being is ice creates a cold environment, means your ice doesn't melt quicker. So what that means is that you're going to have your ice maintained for longer, which means you're not going to water down your drink. So it's the opposite. And then what we're going to do, now I'm a big believer in when we're doing garnishes, to always make sure that it does a job. So what we got here, rather than using like a wedge of orange, which would do a job, we're going to use the peel of the orange. Now in the oils and the skins, loads of flavour. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put over the top like that. So all those oils on there, if you could smell it, smells very orangey. And then we're going to whisk that around the edge, so we've got a nice orange on the palette we have there. I'm going to whack it in the top there, and there we go. The low ABV Sabbiato, 0.5%, using CROSSIP Pure, Cocchi Vermouth and Copenhagen Sparkling Tea. Thank you.